Everyone, today Nicodemus meets Jesus. There was a Pharisee named Nicodemus, a Jewish leader. He came to Jesus at night and said, "Rabbi, we know that you are a teacher who has come from God, and no one could do these signs that you do unless God was with him." Jesus answered, "I assure you, unless someone is born from above, it's not possible to see God's kingdom." Nicodemus asked, "How can an adult be born? It's impossible to enter the mother's womb for a second time and be born, isn't it?" Jesus answered, "I assure you, unless someone is born of water and spirit, it's not possible to enter God's kingdom. Whatever is born of the flesh is flesh, and whatever is born of the spirit is spirit. Don't be surprised that I told you, you must be born from above. The wind blows wherever it wishes. You hear its sound, but you don't know where it comes from or where it's going. It's the same with everyone who's born of the Spirit." So when I read this story, I kind of just feel bad for Nicodemus because I'm kind of him. He's a religious leader. He's probably well educated. And so he's really going out on a limb, taking a chance and going against his peers and probably his elders by talking to this crazy rabbi, Jesus of Nazareth. But he does it. He takes that step because he sees that God is at work here in him. But instead of Jesus congratulating him, he just challenges him, like right away. His first statement doesn't seem to make a lot of sense if we're really being honest, rationally speaking. Now, I know it's become such like Christianese at this point to talk about being born again, but that idea, didn't make sense to him, and it wouldn't mean anything to us. If you listen to it with fresh ears, we'll probably also be confused. Also, it has a double meaning. It can both mean to be born a second time and also to be born from above. John likes to use phrases and words that work like that. But again, I'm putting myself in Nicodemus's shoes here and thinking like, look, Jesus, I want to understand who you are, what God is doing here. So help me figure this out. And Jesus is saying, you can't. The kingdom is not about gaining more information. It's not something that you do. It's something that you experience. Because that's being born, isn't it? I certainly didn't birth myself or really have anything to do in that process. And that's a hard teaching when, like me, you've been taught that Christianity is about me saying and doing the right things and understanding and assenting to the things that God has done. And there is certainly a part of that, and we want to continue to grow in knowledge, but faith is also a process, I think, of letting go more than of gaining more. It's something that we receive from the God who is giving birth to our truest self, and from the Spirit who moves wherever they please. And we can't always pin it down, and if we try, we just get stuck. It's frustrating? Well, maybe, when we're stuck in achievement mode. But receiving this mysterious new life, this new birth, actually is freedom.